Well, hello and welcome back. This is another Storytime episode. So, get comfy in your seats. Hot chocolate and cookies will follow later. But for now, you've got milk in front of you that's good for growing bones and strong teeth. Plus, it's tasty. Right. So, when we last left our friend Farmer John, he'd chopped down some trees and he'd planted a garden and he had himself a shed. He'd also done a little bit of renovation in the house to give himself a lovely kitchen. But that isn't all that he's done, because you see, he knows it's getting cold outside. How does he know? Well, this morning he discovered this random block of ice in the middle of his pond. Look at it. That's got to mean that winter is coming, hasn't it? Well, luckily, he has got plenty of crops in his fields and plenty of stuff stocked up in his lovely house. But that's not the only thing. He's been very, very busy somewhere else too. Look what he has. He has a whole field of Rambos. Look at them with their little buck teeth. Aren't they just adorable? He realizes that there's one thing he's forgotten, and he knows that there are a couple of his friends out there. Oh, they would tell him off. Where is the gate? Another job to do. He's going to have to get together all the stuff that he needs so that he can make a gate. But first, he's got hungry little Rambos, all with their little bells around their necks, and they're all quite happily in here. And look around us. It's almost like an amphitheater here. The farmers had to do an awful lot of work to create this clearing. Where there used to be trees and hills is now flat pasture land for his little Rambos. And boy, are they grateful to him. So, a gate. What does he need? Well, he'll have to look and see. What do we need to make a gate? Well, we don't want a fancy gate. We just want a farm gate. So, it looks like we need to get some twine and some wood rods. Well, both of those require being processed. We have to get some vines and we have to get some wood. Do we have any of that? No, so we will have to find it. The farmer wonders if he has any in his little special chest upstairs. He doesn't think he will. Doesn't hurt to check though. And he has a bit of a wobble and nearly falls down the stairs. Oh, look. He does have something here. Vines can be made into twine. What an amazing find. Is there any wood? No, not in this chest. What's in this one? That's the wife's chest. She's obviously keeping everything to herself and not sharing at all. Right, so we will need to get some wood. Not very much, but just enough. I wonder where we would get some wood from. Well, possibly from this very big tree right in front of us. We don't want to be greedy, but we will jump up here and we will take a couple of blocks of wood, chopping it down, and we'll go to our shed, because you know you've always got to do work in a shed. And we will come into here, and now we're going to make some wood rods. But first, let's get rid of all of those seeds. Oh, all these discoveries we're making. Right, so let us make some wood rods. Lovely. And we can pack these seeds away. Be neat and tidy while we're here. Does this one have seeds as well? It does. So let's take those and pack those away neatly too while we're waiting for our processor to do its work. Right. Now, into this processor, we're going to chop ourselves some twine, because those were the two things that we needed. Oh, it is a little bit boring waiting for this. So, what we need is, we need a game or something. Anyone for some tic-tac-toe or some hangman? I've got some wonderful words for you. No? Perhaps not this time. Right. We should have enough now to make ourselves a gate. Let's have a look. We have wood rods, wood slabs, twine, and stone rods. We can make a gate! We'll make 2 for good measure. Brilliant! Now, that was easier than we thought, wasn't it? And off we go. Now, where is the best place to put a gate? It looks like we were right to make 2, because we'll need 1 to get out of here and then 1 to get into there. So let's take this out. Let's grab our gate in our hands. And we'll pop it down right there. Look at that! Aren't we good workmen? And I think another just here. And there we are. We have a gate into here. What excellent work we have done. Now, that's going to be all for today, but hang around until after, children, because I'll tell you something now. There's a very interesting little story showing just how these Rambos made it from their icy home far away to this tiny little home of our farming family. So, until next time, thank you for joining me and sharing this time together. Enjoy your hot chocolate and cookies. Goodbye. Hello and welcome. This is me more doing a test than anything else. I'm trying to see if I cannot get my resolution up a little bit. It wasn't doing very well in the last video, I noticed, so I'm trying to get the best that my computer can handle, and also that will look good on YouTube. So it's a delicate balance, I have to say. So while I'm doing that, I'm trying to tame some Rambos, and I know I'm not going the best way about it. This is probably the least productive way of doing it. But as I say, it's just experimentation. I saw this opportunity. Oh, you little so-and-so. Stop now. And I thought, well, let me see if I can get myself a little flock of Rambos while I've been out exploring. This is going to be for the story time. You know, I want our little Storytime family to have themselves a little flock of sheep or Rambos. So while I was exploring, I happened to notice there were quite a few around here. So I thought I'll gather them. I'm also doing this to test something else, because in Mulberry Villa I'm having a devil of a job. Look at them all bouncing down. La 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 la. Devil of a job getting pets from where I've tamed them to where I want them. And I've learned that walking fast isn't good because they can't keep up with you. Oh, get out of the water, you're going to drown. Teleporting, I found, hasn't been effective. So it's got to be this sort of... I've got to be a shepherd, I believe. And I've got to slowly but surely take them where we're going. Oh, this is going to be fun. It's going to take us a while. But yes, so this is going to be us wandering around with our sheep. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh dear. And trying to survive. Hello? Oh, come on. So, yes. I'm quite sure that there'll be people who'll be saying in the comments, but why didn't you just do that? And I'll tell you the answer to that non-existent question right now is because I didn't know I could. It's going to be the simple answer. It's like, why didn't I do such and such? Because I didn't know I could do such and such. That's what experimentation's about, is it not? Is finding out what you can and can't do. And yes, I know that there are people who've experimented before me and found out what they can and can't do, and so know better than I do. Oh, heck no. I'm just trying to find the simplest way through these mountains, as it seems just get deeper and deeper into the mountains. Come on, Rambos, we'll get there. Hopefully. Yes, and then once we get there, it'll be all about building a little pen to put them in and that sort of thing. So this is not going to be the actual story part of Storytime, but this is sort of showing that we are making progress here. I am not making as much progress as I'd hoped, but that's because I have been spending a little bit more time in Mulberry Villa. I'm really enjoying myself there. I'm enjoying the whole creative process and learning new things, and of course seeing all of the wonderful builds that other people have done. It's been absolutely fascinating. So yes, I'll admit I've been spending possibly more time there than I should have done, but it's all good fun. I will do a video showing where I am with that. I'm getting close to the point where I'm gonna sort of start going yodeling. That's sort of how I feel. There was a little goat herd and all the rest of that. It's quite amusing actually, trying to get these little Rambos back to my home base through these wild mountains. We seem to be doing okay as long as I go slow and take regular stops. I don't know if the reason that they get stuck in teleporters, or at least with the home teleporter, is down to sort of how it renders. Because I know if you travel too far of a distance, where the blocks that you were in have to take time to render. it's all one big mystery to me. It's an interesting challenge to overcome, and yeah, I mean, I know I'm not. Let's just check they're all there. Oh, they all come. This is quite fun. I know what they say about small things amusing small minds, but well, yeah, they're right. It's very true. Small things do amuse small minds. And this small mind is having an awful lot of fun right now. Bringing a whole bunch of Rambos home. We're not even sure how we got to about the Rambos. I'd had this weekend. I had what I call my sort of bad temper moment, and nothing was working for me. It's just yes. So I just came on here, grabbed the glider, and flew off in a random direction. Just because it was, I didn't want to build, I didn't want to grind, I didn't want to do anything. I just needed out of here. So that's what I did. Oh dear. Right, we try not to get them. I know they can path over water, but I don't want them to drown. Let's see if we can find a gentle way down here. So yes, that's how I ended up collecting all these Rambos. It's all thanks to me having a snit, basically. I think that we all have those moments in our lives where, you know, it's the pulling out your hair and yelling "grrr" at everything, and that's essentially what I did, and I'm over it now. And I have a whole following of Rambos as a result. So yeah, I'm kind of saying yes, result indeed. I'm just going to check the map. Oh, we're going past, so we need to go that way. Yes. So we're on the right track. It's a long haul, but you know, it's also a nice way to explore our environment. And are you with us? Come on. Meh. Nah. It's like taking a whole bunch of primary school children on a field outing, isn't it? Come on, let's all hold hands. Let's not lose anybody now. Oh dear. And yes, I can see all of you Creativerse experts pulling your hair out and head desking and all the rest of it, going, oh, why didn't you just do XYZ? You know, do you have no clue, woman? You crazy, crazy chica. Yeah. True that. Totally am. But, you know, you need a little crazy in this world. Oh. Okay, more water. Come on. I know you don't like getting your wool waterlogged, but, you know, such is life. And up we go. Oh. It's actually quite interesting to look back and see how they are sort of each one individually pathing towards me. So I'm going to count this as an experimentation on the pathing of the AI. Yes, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All in the interests of science. Right, now let's look at this map. Oh, we're getting there. This has been one long walk. Why did I choose to be in such a remote location? Oh, that's right. Because I wanted it in a remote location. Oh, well. You see? You get what you want and then realise it wasn't what you want. Right, okay. More water crossing. I've probably crossed the same river about 10 times now. And everyone's going, well, you could have just gone that way. Yeah, I could have. Quite right. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Come on. Come this way, little sheepy weepy weepies. I'll probably... Oh, there's a keeper over there. I cannot chase a keeper when I've got 6 Rambos behind me. Alright. Okay. And it's getting dark now as well. So, this is the way. Let's not get into any fisticuffs. More water. This is definitely probably the same river. Just swimming around in circles, as you do. And yes, as I said, this is just me testing. I don't know. I hope that the quality will be better. But from knowledge of my previous tests, we're either going to have this epic journey all beautifully recorded, or it's just going to be me jabbering on and no visuals at all. It's just one of those things. I'm trying to up the frame rates, but if I up it too much, then it just does crash out on me, and it's like kind of, well, I can do the audio or we can have some video, but we can't do both. So here we are back at the old homestead. We have a whole bunch of rowdy Rambos with us, and we have got to now find somewhere to pen them in. So I will cycle through all of this and put them to stay for now. I will also end this video so that I can have a look at quality and all that sort of thing. And yeah, I'll probably tag this little bit onto the end of Storytime or something like that. But for now, while I go off on... Oh, I don't know. Let's see how we do with Epic Keeper Chase. Seeing as we're home and we don't have our little Rambos chasing around behind us. Come on. That's it, it's me. And you're right to squeal, because I am going to kill you. Ow, or I'm just going to fall down here. Okay. Boing. Boing, boing. Oh, that was one of the easier keeper chases I've had in my life. Okay. So, where was I before I was so distracted by shinies? Again, what is it with me and shinies? Yes. Okay, so, like I said, I'll come back with a little story of how the farmer gets his little sheep and puts them in the pen and tells them, you know, that he... No, I'm not going to do that. That is a farmer story I'm not going to tell. You want to know more about that? Go to Wales. Right. On that note, this is me, Tashlans, saying, I love you, peeps. Peace out.